My name is Crystal, and the day that I allowed the missionaries to come and borrow our home phone was the day that I started my conversion story. Growing up in South Florida, we used to live around the corner from the missionaries, and I can remember one day there was an elder by the name of Elder Keller who came over and invited me to take the discussions. I knew as an 11-year-old girl that I did not know what that meant. I didn't exactly know what I was accepting, but I did. And I remember my mom sitting in on the discussions with me, and although she didn't accept the gospel, I did, and was baptized about 2 months later in November of 1993. I can remember Elder Keller coming over one time as I was nearing the end of the discussions and saying that he was supposed to be transferred that day, but that he had begged the mission president to please allow him to stay because he wanted to finish teaching me and see me get baptized. And I didn't see him again after my baptism, but I just wish that he knew that that 11-year-old girl took it all the way, that I went to seminary and I achieved my young womanhood recognition, and I went to EFY and girls camp, and that I did all those things. My parents were always pretty supportive. I can remember my dad coming to wake me up one morning for seminary and him saying, it's time to get up. And I said, Dad, I'm not gonna go today, I'm so tired. And he said, no, you need to get up. And I said, Dad, you don't even know what they're teaching me there. And he said, well, I know it's good for you, so get up. And so I did. Growing up, I never really thought that what I was doing was extraordinary. I knew that I was setting a higher standard for myself. It wasn't until I was away at college that I was dancing with this newly returned missionary, and he asked to hear my conversion story. And he said, Crystal, I just wish that I had heard your conversion story before my mission, because I never would have thought to offer the discussions nor baptize an 11-year-old girl who didn't have at least one active parent in the gospel. And it was at that moment that I realized that what Elder Keller did that day, he had truly been prompted by the Spirit. And I am so grateful to him for acting on that prompting and following through with it. It's because of him that I've been sealed in the temple to my own returned missionary. And I'm raising 5 children in the gospel today. And this is the gospel to me.